I just woke up in my underwear.
3, 4, hold me the rhythm of the echelon. 5, 6,
I had a cane and a party hat.
7, 8, can we party later on? He said close your eyes, sleep the day.
Static bombs,
City's arms into the phone.
midnight whispering.
We don't feel like outsiders tonight.
I need you to stay.
We are the new America. We live downtown, make it loud now. We are the national. Suck it how now. Take your body downtown. Raise the stars, suckers in the heaven, baby, hands in the air. We are the national. Text, latex, I'm your wonder maid. God, give me some lemon, so I'll make some lemonade.
I hear them coming down.
To number 1. Oh dear diary, I met a boy. He made my dull heart light up with joy.
Trying to keep faith and picture his face.
Welcome to the life of Electro House.
I don't wanna give you all my pieces.
Keep the water warm, let me under your skin.
Don't think I'll ever get it down.
Do you think you got me lots of diamonds?
I am up against the wall. The wall I've never been.
Like the wall, I realize fairy tales are in the bathtub. Try to erase the picture I paint and color me free. So now you know the things that I can't speak. I grew up black and I try to wash you away. Just one little sip of sugar, hold it. It's a candy, can't say you come from me. I'm begging you, keep on.
Not really a piece of me. How do I get to heaven?
All the light would live in for.
How do I get to heaven?
Hello everybody and welcome to the Wednesday show, Owl Quest with you. Of course, as always, we have Miss Owley with us. Maybe, and of course, there it goes again, continuing to play too much music all at once. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, everything's broken, isn't it? So yeah, one of the problems of loading various shit is that it stops working. Owley, are you with us now?
Yes, I'm with you now.
There we go. There's Miss Owley. Oh my god. So yeah, no, like Discord hates it when I do anything. Please go away, Reader's Digest crap. So we've got a couple of interesting topics for us to talk about today. No, I don't want anything from CNN or anything else. No wonder it didn't load. All these things keep popping up, stupid pop-ups. Oh my god. So hello to Axie and Mr. Wicked, who are currently in the chat. We have 4 viewers at the moment, though only 2 have spoken so far. One's probably me and one's probably Owley, so that's about the gist of that.
Yeah, basically.
So, do you want to talk about the beginning of today's topic, or do you want me to run into it?
Just run into it, I guess.
So, we're going to go ahead and talk about 2 different topics today. Number 1, we're going to talk about the Nintendo Direct, because there are so many just beautiful and amazing memes that have come from it, and it's only been out for, like, what, a couple of hours? But first, we're going to go ahead and talk about some of the most dangerous places for you to travel. Wow, the first one on here is India. So if you wanna get some tech support,
Actually, the very first thing is hoot hoot, motherfuckers.
hoot hoot, you motherfuckers! Jesus, 7 layers of Christ. So
Yeah.
The Reader's Digest article, the one by Lindsay Tigar. So that you know, there's 12, basically 12 places you shouldn't travel to. We're gonna go ahead and run through a couple of them, and I will get Owley's opinion on the particular locations. So the first one's India. The radical disparity in wealth and class may explain some of the scams and theft in this country, but according to John Goebbels, or Goebbels, I'm not quite sure which one of those is. Say Gobbles?
Gobble gobble.
Oh, God. The Vice President and Chief Operating Officer for Majet, an international emergency service. It's medical safety that actually makes India so dangerous. The U.S. State Department gives the country level 2 travel advisory status. Level 1 means you should exercise normal precautions. And level 4 is don't go. India gets the exercise extreme increased caution status, mostly due to air pollution, typhoid, and food, waterborne infections.
Infections?
Yeah, it also has a rare but life-threatening Nipah virus. If the Taj Mahal is a must-see, Gobbles recommends a visit to your physician before you go. In addition to getting vaccinated, by the way, anti-vaxxers, I will slap you! You may want to take an anti-malarial medication as considered travel insurance. So, what's your concept of India there, Owley?
Never been, don't plan to. All I know is that I'm vaccinated for where I'm going.
Fair enough, fair enough. The second one's Hawaii! Considering this destination is a prime...
Before you move on, though, when it comes to India, it is such a stereotype that all the scammers have an... Even though there are scammers without an Indian accent.
Does it really qualify as a stereotype if it's super true?
Yeah. Yes, well, it's a stereotype.
Due to the nature of having articles open, Owley will cut out. There's nothing I can do about that. So, if it is, I apologize. I can't do much about this. And Mr. Wicked, that's Miss Owley. Oh my god, dude. We have discussed this. Anyway, so the second one is Hawaii. Apparently, there was an eruption of a volcano in Kilauea? Toxic gas fissures, lava flows, and earthquakes, all a risk. You'll likely see special airline deals crop up, but think twice before making this flight. I assume, what's your opinion of Hawaii there, Owley?
I've actually wanted to go there.
To Hawaii?
Yeah. Although, from what I hear, it's super expensive, and for some odd reason, I heard this sort of old rumor that required to have a boat.
You're I don't think you're required to have a boat. I don't believe that's the case.
It's one of those odd things.
Yeah, that sounds really odd. Hello to the best Remy in the chat. The next one's Acapulco. Like, a lot of these seem to be like tourist resorts. Well, except for the one after that, but... the beach resort town on Mexico's Pacific coast isn't exactly the white sand party destination it once was. With a level 4 travel advisory, Gobbles explains the same categories places like Iran, Syria, and North Korea. Why is it so dangerous? It's deemed as the murder capital of the country, with dozens of gangs operating in the open. Plenty of Mexico is still safe, though. And then it gives a link to popular destinations. Hello to Boons, one of our longest running citrus questers. He has been here since the beginning, back when we were the Orange.
Nice.
Yeah, I can actually keep an eye on the chat for once. It's fucking magical. So what do you think about Mexico? Like, you know anything about Mexico?
Well, I know that Mexico City is very dangerous.
Well, yeah, Mexico City's pretty bad. Tijuana's not really great to go either. Like, if you can avoid going to Mexico, I would. And that's nothing against Mexican people. It's just... it's not a happy place to be right now because there's currently a lot of issues between the cartels and the Mexican government. And they just kidnap white folk. So, yeah.
Another thing in one of the other 2 links I sent you is about Juarez. Mexico's problems with drug traffickers are well known, and Ciudad Juarez is one of the nation's most violent cities right now. Police are often employed or paid up.
Rio de Janeiro?
Ciudad Juarez.
Yeah, that might be Rio de Janeiro, but yeah, no, fuck, you don't want to go to Mexico right now.
I'll put it in the live chat since you can't say it correctly, since neither of us can say it correctly, apparently.
I have no freaking idea, man. Like,
that's it. Ciudad Juarez.
Oh, Ciudad Juarez! Yeah, no, don't go to Juarez! Holy shit, no!
Yeah!
Oh, yeah, no, I ain't saying a goddamn thing about Juarez, just, don't go there if you can help it.
Sounds like you know some.
I'm not saying if I know or anything about that, because, hey, Israel and the Middle East is next on the list. Given the recent violence and utter surrounding the U.S. Embassy's move to Jerusalem, the area can be a risky destination. Even though the opening ceremony for the embassy seemed like a celebratory time 50 miles away in Gaza, violent protests erupted. Considering among the holiest places in the world, people still travel here, but the State Department warns you to be alert and prepared. If you decide to go, Gobbles suggests enrolling with Smart Traveler, which allows U.S. embassies and consultants to contact you and provide aid in case of a violent incident. What do you think of Israel? Oh, come on, Brazil!
Wow. Calm down there. One thing at a time. Let me comment, damn it.
I'm sorry.
Well, when it comes to Israel and Jerusalem, I do know one thing that I find rather interesting. Apparently, there's a special pilgrimage tattoo that you can only get there, which I find incredibly ironic, considering the Old Testament says that scarring your skin in any way on purpose is basically preventing yourself from gaining access to heaven.
Yeah, it's
So
a
they,
sin.
they have this holy tattoo that you can only get down there. But tattooing itself, according to the Old Testament, is unholy. So how does this make sense?
Well, okay, so you got to keep a concept of which are you talking about, Old Testament or New Testament?
Well,
Because Old Testament is fucked up. The Old Testament is fucked up.
Yep. Yep.
There's not a whole lot I can say about the Old Testament aside from yeah, it was crazy people trying to make sure that the basically, you know, angry children that were the Old Testament Jewish people didn't die from pure stupidity.
That doesn't explain why short-haired women were regarded as bad people, like heathens, because they had their hair short. Just say it like this: if I time travel back there, I probably would get stoned.
It's
not
mainly...
the fun way.
Well, to be fair, I actually do have an explanation about it. Because men were traditionally people who would cut their hair short. Because it was a boyish haircut, it was apparently a concept of you were trying to tempt men into gay sex. And that was bad back then. Because, you know, diseases! To be fair, there was a lot of practical reasons why a lot of the stuff that was banned in the Bible was banned. And it's because murder children.
Wait. So women were banned from having short haircuts because it would turn the guy gay.
Exactly. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I never said it made sense. I just said they had a reason for it.
Wow. But let's move on with the topic, shall we?
Why Brazil? World Atlas ranked the 50 most dangerous cities in the world. 17 of them were in Brazil. If you go, it's important to always be aware of your surroundings and diligent with your safety. Warns gobble gobble. Crime is rampant in the cities, and needs to especially be careful if you travel anywhere outside the main tourist areas, which why would you do? Your health could also be in danger if you're heading to the beach, even the famed sands of Ipanema. Remember, water pollution is a definite concern because everybody takes a shit in the water. One study found that 3 teaspoons of water could expose swimmers to a viral or bacterial infection. The sand can also hide infectious bugs. Gobble gobble explains, and makes it risky for babies or toddlers. Check out the Forbidden Island in Brazil.
Forbidden Island. That actually sounds rather tempting.
Okay, I get Borneo. So what's your opinion of Brazil, other than big butts?
Big butts, volleyball, football. That's the kind of stuff it's known for.
Yeah, I mean we call it soccer here, but that's because we're Americans.
Yeah, I'm European, so I still call it football. And then we call your football for American football.
Yeah, I know. It's basically rugby, but with less weird rules.
Yeah.
Mr. Wicked makes a good point. Why would I take a toddler to Brazil? Because you make poor life choices. Malaysian Borneo is the next one on the list. The island destination in Southeast Asia's Malay archipelago offers pristine beaches, a rich rainforest, and amazing wildlife, from leopards to orangutans. The views may be beautiful, but the political climate makes it risky. The election season in early May prompted threats of kidnapping foreigners. Spots on the island known for diving are among the most dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't go there. Don't go there. You'll get kidnapped while you're on water.
Yeah, don't screw around with Malaysia. Or Madagascar, apparently. You know, aside from the concept of it's an African country and fucking lions, compared to other African The crime rate in Madagascar is considerably lower. That being said, it's in fucking Africa. Political turmoil in this area has resulted in higher unemployment rates, which triggers robberies and muggings. This is especially true in crowded areas like airports and street markets. There's also a growing trend of violent highway robberies, including car theft for those traveling RN7, RN27, RN10, and RNB1, 1B. Because of this,
RN1B.
you should always move quickly and not remain idle or leave your car alone. It's also important to note there was a 2017 plague outbreak in Madagascar that killed 2,700 people, with another predicted for September through April. What the fuck?
Yeah. Plague.
The plague! Yeah, no, it's the best tourist destination spot ever. You can get the fucking plague!
Yeah, don't be fooled by the fun animated movie Madagascar. Madagascar is a shithole. It even got the plague.
Boons makes a good point with can't get kidnapped if you don't leave your house.
Yeah, true.
To be fair, that's not true, though.
It's very true.
Somebody
Like,
can kick in the door. Cairo, Egypt.
Yeah, not to mention, if you fool around with the dark web, they can still get you.
That's why, if you do decide to ever fool around on the dark web, go watch Some Ordinary Gamer's dark web browsing so you can figure out everything you need to know about Big Bubba butt-fucking you because you decided to go on an illegal website. According to recent reports from the Thomson Reuters Foundation, Cairo is considered the most dangerous city for women in the world. Even though the political tensions are easing in the area, according to Gobble Gobble, sexual violence and cultural expectations make it extremely problematic for both locals and visitors. Though plenty of women's rights organizations are pushing for security on the streets, it is taking time to be implemented. If you traveling there anyway, go with a trusted tour operator. Gobble Gobble also suggests knowing the emergence number 122 and learning how to say stop and help in the native language. A whistle isn't a bad idea either.
In the native language?
The native.
Yeah.
What's your opinion of Egypt?
They got pyramids.
You're not
No, but
wrong.
like seriously, they have pyramids. They have the Sphinx. They used to put cats up on a pedestal, so to say, and
the Sphinx?
practically. Yeah, that one statue up by the pyramids.
You mean the Sphinx?
Also made of the same material. Yeah.
And on to the Philippines. While much of the Philippines
like
is safe.
Egypt.
Huh?
I like Egypt. Just too bad it's not good for women to be there.
I mean, I'm not saying you wouldn't look good in a hijab. I'm just saying that it's still pretty
I'm not
mean.
wearing a hijab! No way! Hell no!
While much of the Philippines is safe, it's best to avoid the southern part of the country, specifically the beach areas. According to Gobble Gobble, most of the increased number of kidnappings, the U.S. State Department has issued a level 2 travel advisory on one of the larger islands. I'm not even going to attempt to... Mindanao? Mainly in Zamboanga!
And Sulu Archipelago areas.
You might come into contact with the ASG, an ISIS-affiliated terrorist group known for its kidnap for ransom operations. If you venture to the capital city of Manila, pickpocketing and sometimes violent crime are on the rise. Gobble Gobble adds that it's better to walk than drive if you explore these areas, since accidents are common in the country and emergency response services are limited. He suggests spending extra on hotels in safer areas. Yes, you might try to score the best resort deal, but the more expensive hotels usually have better security as well. So, in this case, go for the nicer properties. Somebody sounds like a shill for the nice properties in the Philippines.
Well, he needed to get that plug in. Somebody had to sponsor him.
Guatemala. Currently, this Central American country just south of Mexico gets a level 3 travel advisory.
Level 3?
Level 3!
Oh, wow.
Leveled up. Political tensions, high poverty, drug trafficking, the risk of carjacking, and armed robbery are just a few reasons to steer clear. Violent crime, including sexual assault and murder, are also common, thanks to the part of the numerous gangs in the cities and along the borders. If you do decide to go, make sure to invest in a hotel that not only has a doorman, but a dedicated professional security staff. While you explore, always go with a security member from the Guatemalan Tourism Institute. It's also best to avoid walking or driving at night, using public ATMs, or displaying any signs of wealth, such as wearing watches or jewelry. Basically, stay the fuck out of Guatemala.
Yeah. You can't even wear a watch.
I mean, yeah. What's your opinion of Guatemala?
I heard they have nice food. I don't really know much about Guatemala.
Hmm.
But if you can't even wear a watch, what the fuck are you gonna do for time? If you can't wear a watch, no way can you show them that you have a phone.
Fair point. Oh
Yeah.
God, Russia.
Russia! Vodka!
Plenty of people dream of setting their sights on the colorful castles of St. Petersburg. The U.S. State Department advises giving the extra country a hard pass. While not all areas are risky, rumors of planned terrorist attacks and the fact that police officers may target American citizens for mistreatment or extortion have earned Russia a level 3. Reconsider your plans. If you do go, to stay safe, you should steer clear of demonstrations. Keep yourself updated on the local news and remain alert in any area where restaurants travel. By the way, do you know why you shouldn't smile at strangers in Russia? Here are 12 things you should never do in countries around the world. Alright, BuzzFeed, I get your fucking point!
Vodka!
Vodka! What's your opinion of Russia?
They have interesting pastries.
Okay.
They actually do have very interesting pastries. Have you never been to like a Russian restaurant in the States? I don't remember the name of those
no,
ones,
not really.
but they have something similar to a pizza, but that is really interesting.
Like a calzone?
Yeah, kinda, but different. And I've basically heard that their pastries are really good. Other than that, vodka!
Vodka, yes. Mr. Wicked is surprised that Russia's on... yeah. Mr. Wicked is surprised that he's on this... that Russia is on this list. Russia labeled Metro Exodus as anti-Russian propaganda because it was made in Ukraine. And, of course, he is squatting for extra power. Yemen!
Pierogi! Pierogi! That's the name of the pastry!
Oh, pierogi! Fair enough.
Yeah, pierogi! I've heard that pierogis are awesome.
Yeah, Mr. Wicked's a Slav.
Pierogi!
Yeah, pierogi. Yemen is the next one on our list, which is...
I know nothing about Yemen.
I just don't care about Yemen. Holy shit, we're already halfway through the show. The U.S. State Department is clear about travel to this Middle East nation. No part of Yemen is safe from violence. Because terrorist groups continuously plot and execute attacks, tourist locations, buses or trains, shopping malls, and other public areas are threatened with bombs and armed conflict. This has been the case for years, considering the U.S. Embassy left its base in February of 2015, meaning there's no American protection on the ground. Yeah, don't fucking go to Yemen.
Yeah.
Just basically stay out of the entire Middle East. Why am I not surprised that Mr. Wicked was the one that knew what pierogi was?
I don't know. I don't know him.
He's a Slav. He squats for power. The Slavic squat is not something you know?
Nope.
Well, we're about halfway through the show, so I might skip out on the concept of these CNN travel and the other most dangerous cities in the world to travel.
Yeah, we could always continue that in the next show.
Oh, yeah,
you
no,
had
we can
another
absolutely do
you
that.
wanted to talk about the Pokemon thing.
Oh, yeah, no, I absolutely...
You forgot about that!
What?
You actually forgot about it?
No, I remember.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the deal. The Pokemon Direct came out today. And here's the deal about it's set with the UK version of the areas. Right? Like you know how Pokemon areas are all based on certain parts of the country.
Yeah. Regions.
Various countries. The regions are all based on like real world locations. The new one's in the UK.
Okay.
And okay, two serious mistakes were made with this Nintendo Direct. Number one, the girl character has the Scottish hat on.
Oh.
So now everybody is memeing it with like the like Scottish Twitter. One of the ones that I had seen was her, like the character standing there, right, and there the next part's like what it's actually called, but somebody had posted a picture of the actual Pokemon character with one of the best lines from Scottish Twitter, but like modified for Pokemon, and I'm gonna read this out for you just because it's I sorry, I gotta get my Shrek voice on. Why the fuck's that Pokemon stupid shite? Like, you're getting strong, ain't you? As if the weak cunt's gonna be like, I'm on your spot on, I'm on the XP share. Like, they are getting absolutely reamed because of it. And it's all it was a hat. That's it. Like, the hat alone was enough for the memes to start. Now,
imagine if it was the kills.
Yeah, no shit. So as it continues on, like with the variety of bad decisions, first of all, they've got another firefighting starter. Like, you can look at it and you can tell. It's been a long-term like problem that they've had over and over again. They keep pulling off firefighting starter Pokemon, which is ridiculous. But somebody had actually brought up the concept that the new fire starter was a butch lesbian because of the colors.
Okay.
You want to know something really interesting?
Sure, go
There's
ahead.
a 12% chance of getting a female starter.
Huh. That sounds a bit sexist.
Well, it's just always been kind of a thing with Pokemon. Like, the starters are usually always male. I have no idea why. I think it's because something to do with the egg groups. Something about, like, with the breeding Pokemon these days, like, because of certain egg groups, you could just infinitely respawn your starter Pokemon through breeding. But because they're all male and then specific egg groups, that's less of a factor. But regardless, I thought it was interesting that that Twitter decided to say that the new fire starter was a butch lesbian, except for the fact that it's probably going to be a dude. That's really butch. It might be a little too butch to be a butch lesbian, I'm just saying.
If it's male, can it still be a butch lesbian? How does that work?
I don't know. I'm sure Tumblr's got it figured out, though.
Oh, Tumblr. They're probably gonna try and pull some trans activist bullshit with it.
Oh, I don't doubt it one bit.
Yeah.
So the second horrible mistake that they made, but I guess this would count as 3 because I remembered the rabbit Pokemon being a butch lesbian, was for one of their advertisements, and I have to see if I can actually, I swear I had seen it somewhere, and I had posted it. There it is. Okay. Keep in mind that the new Pokemon Generation 8 is called Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Oh, that joke!
Now,
Rip.
keep in mind, these are Pokemon. So, they are furry bait. If you don't know what furry bait is, it's basically like, as Pokemon became more and more mainstream, and then furries became more and more mainstream, they just kind of meshed together.
Well, when I was a kid, when I was an itty bitty kid, I used to think that Jinx was some Jamaican broad.
You would not be the only person who thought that, including the SPLC and the ACLU. But anyway, here's what had come up. So like, furries ended up being or not furries, Pokemon ended up being furry bait. So I kind of want to know, audience, if you know what's wrong with this statement. Unsheath your sword and take up your shield. The world of Pokemon expands to include the Galar region in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, coming in late 2019. Just as a question, an inquiry, if you will. What might be wrong with the concept of telling furries to unsheath their swords?
Yeah.
God damn it! No, like, somebody's not thinking this shit through. I have
sure.
See, even Axie's like, sounds wrong.
Yeah.
Boons comes in with, oh my Arceus.
Yeah.
Basically, they've appealed way too much to furries. So, have you seen the starters?
I have not.
Oh my god, they are. Oh, even Mr. Wicked's like, oh no. There actually is the intro, like the direct trailer in True Facts, and you can actually, if you scroll up a little ways, you'll see the 3 new starters. The one in the middle being the firefighting. I don't know what to say about these. I don't think I've ever had such a chat consensus. Everybody's like, no!
Score Bunny?
Yeah, it wholeheartedly looks like a cereal mascot from the 90s.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a witch lesbian at all. Although the Grookey, is that a frog cat or a monkey?
What,
it says a Mishma's Jim, but
the
it also
grass
kind of
starter?
looks like... Yeah, it
It's a
kind of looks
monkey.
like... Yeah, but it kind of looks like they have mashed together a cat, a frog, a parrot, and a monkey.
Oh yeah, no, it's very much a tropical Pokemon. I mean, okay, to be fair, Boons, you are not wrong, but we don't talk about Lopunny and Godiva.
Sobble is cute.
Fucking goddamn waifu bait Pokemon.
What? It's cute.
What, the salamander?
The blue one.
Yeah, that's the water starter.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, no, that one's adorable. The monkey one, again, cereal mascot. That is like a
The
Fruity
monkey
Pebbles.
one is cute. Yeah, the chimp, if that's what they choose to call it, is just screwed up. What happened to the gene pool? What kind of...
I mean,
Weird.
England, so probably a lot of inbreeding.
Oh my goodness. How is it inbreeding though when there's 4 different species?
I don't even want to know.
Oh my goodness.
So,
That's
like,
some mutational hazard.
see, this is the thing, right? With the grass starter, the monkey one, it that looks like your standardized. Oh god, I just realized that absolutely looks like Baloo from the Jungle Book when he's trying to infiltrate King Louis' thing. That's depressing. It looks like a Fruity Pebbles grocery store, like store brand knockoff mascot. And then the rabbit looks like the official mascot.
I like the blue one. Sobble is cute.
Yeah, I think that's the only one I'm gonna get a kick out of. But you know the fact that the water type is gonna be like water ground or something like that. It's
Oh yeah.
which would be depressing because it like that could be water electric, and that would be an interesting like combination. I wouldn't even know how to do that because water's weak to electric, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, I'm
It's
rambling on about
super weak to
Pokemon.
electric.
I don't even know if you give a shit. I don't know your history with Pokemon.
Well, I used to be in.
Ooh, Boone says a good idea with the concept of water dragon.
Yeah, Gyarados.
Yeah, it could be like Gyarados.
Yeah.
So, when it comes down to the concept, there's apparently already a water electric Pokemon called Lantum. There's actually a lot of mythology behind a lot of the like the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the Pokemon mythologies?
No, I haven't ventured into that on my own channel yet.
Well, that's a potential thought. Maybe we could do a crossover episode, and the Pokemon person Ichabod can come over to the Owley channel for once.
Yes, that sounds like a good mashup. How about when I visit?
Yeah, we could absolutely do that. That'd be fucking cool.
And in case the chat doesn't know, yes, the owl is visiting the trash panda.
You're visiting a lot of places up here in the U.S. though, ain't you?
Yes, I am.
I know that one of the interesting places to head up to while in Kansas is the Great Mall of the Great Plains. Supposedly it's really fucking cool. Apparently Boone's is still waiting for Gen 4 remakes. I'm sorry, Boone's, but you're probably gonna have to be waiting a lot longer for that. I don't know what it is. Like, Pokemon is one of those things that has been just so popular in the US. I don't know. I don't get why it is. There's a lot of reasons for, like, you know, it's very marketable to, like, kids. But I don't get it. I don't. I've tried to come up with an understanding for it, but
I know Pokemon is mainly geared towards kids, but come on, there are some pretty bad memes out there.
I mean, let's be fair. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic was supposed to be for the kids too. We all know how that worked out.
It mainly got infected with 30-year-old virgins living in their mama's basement.
Oof. Sorry, Stalin.
Hey, not everybody. Some of them are, some of the brownies, as they call themselves, are actually quite cool.
See, like, here as of late,
I was talking about how it mainly got infected with that specific stereotype group.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
saying that all of them are 30-year-old virgins living in their mama's basement. There's a
no,
difference.
like it's like there's actually a concept about that because this has been one of the things that has, like, recently I joined a new Discord server, which has been taking up a lot of my time because I'm super, and he means Pokemon Ruby, not.
Oh.
So I recently got an invite to a Discord server called the Top of the Barrel. And Stalin came from there, the green pony dude that's been on Citrus Quest as of late.
Yeah. He sounds cool.
Oh yeah, no, he's fucking awesome. Like I've never met a brony that I didn't instantly have a mild amount of disgust for. But yeah, no, Stalin pulled that shit off. But yeah, no, like they're very much a they're a little trolly, but they seem to be good-natured people. Another person from the top of the barrel is actually going to be popping on to Citrus Quest tomorrow, and it's not just going to be Stalin. Leo, who is an expert in like 80s television shows, kind of like Thundercats, Transformers, that kind of thing. He's going to be coming on and
I remember Thundercats. Those were cool.
oh yeah, Thundercats was awesome. But yeah, no, he's going to be coming on with another YouTuber who specializes in that area called Magnus Deacon. Magnus is he's more towards the Japanese areas. He kind of sticks with stuff like Gundam and Transformers too because of that. But no, I think they're actually going to have themselves a mildly productive discussion when it comes down to it, because Leo seems pretty cool, and Magnus, I mean, there's a reason we all call him the truckin' motherfucker. He's a good dude. Oh my god, why is my Steam account opening? Die in a hole, Steam. Not Miss Steam. The gaming service Steam. Yeah.
Should we possibly end it here?
Huh?
Should we possibly end it here?
Well, I had, well, there's always the shilling portion, but there was also something that I wanted to talk about very briefly before we head out, but we could end it here pretty soon.
I thought that was the Pokemon thing.
No, no, the Pokemon thing was another topic. This is more like an offhanded mention.
Ah, okay.
So, as usual, this has this has been Owl Quest with you, and don't forget to check out Miss Owley's channel. She she hoots. She actually does amazing content, taking a look at, well, bullshittery, because she does do the bullshittery streams, but she also looks in gaming and mythology, which is actually a really, really interesting concept, and aside from a very few channels, I don't see a lot of people really cover it in the same way that Miss Owley does. So if you do get a chance, please feel free to go over to Miss Owley's channel and check that out. It's absolutely 100% worth it to give it a shot. Aside from that, as you all know, I am the co-host to a show with Chambers of My Heart called By the Hearth. One of the things that I have been having conversations with here as of late has been the Vic Mignogna controversy. And I don't know if you've heard anything about it, Owley.
I've heard about the Vic Mignogna thing.
Okay, well, due to an increasing amount of it's seeming like collusion, things like that, Vic has acquired legal representation to deal with the libel or slander that has been come out against him as a person, and the possibility of his lost wages from places like Funimation and Rooster Teeth.
What I heard about it is that he got slapped with sexual assault or something over giving a fan a hug.
Yeah, he's a very
It's a freaking hug!
Yes. But if you go to GoFundMe and look up Vic Kicks Back, it's run by Rakita Law. It's very much on the level. I've looked at quite a bit of it and plan on donating myself when I have the ability. But absolutely, go ahead and check that out, because Vic, nobody deserves to get hit with a false allegation. It's not cool.
It's not cool.
But as an important note from Vic's mouth itself, don't go harass, attack, or go after any of the people that had made the accusations, or the companies that have dissociated with him. That's not what he wants. He wants everything to stay positive and happy and all that shit. I would like to echo that statement. Don't go after anybody just because they're being a piece of shit online. Let the courts do their thing.
Trolls. Don't feed the trolls.
Yeah, don't feed the trolls. Thank you all very much for tuning in. This has been Owl Quest with you. feel free to come into the, if you are a member of the Citrus Quest Discord, or I guess Owley's Discord, feel free to shoot suggestions if you want us to talk about a topic on air. Normally we go for about an hour to 2 hours, depending on how long Owley wants to put up with my shit. But thank you all for watching. My name's been Ichabod. Of course, we have Miss Owley.
Hoot hoot! I'll hoot at you later.
I've got raccoon shit to do, and keep on questing. And now I have to pull up the actual fucking end song because I am worthless!
You're not worthless.
I am a little bit.
Like 90% of the time.
Alright. And end song, definitely.
Those crybaby tears come out of the dark.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice to sing some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sing.
You don't know the half of you. I'm not a little kid now.
We can turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
But are you smarter than me now? You're the prince of the playground. Little alphabet boy.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. We're stressed out. Wait for them to ask you who you know.
You're all on your own and you lost all your friends. You told yourself that it's not you, it's them.
We don't deal with outsiders very well. They say new promise have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only sell
I'm not
one.
a little kid now. Watch me get big now. Spell my name on the fridge now. With all your alphabet
Us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them